Hello, everybody. I toast to you and all you do. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I normally do this at the end of the video, but I just had this urge. So if you want to like and subscribe, that would be awesome. I'm slowly growing in numbers, and I really appreciate those people out there who are watching the videos every day, or not every day, but every video that I post. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for being with me on this journey. So, today I want to talk about the full moon we have coming up actually tomorrow. I know this video is going up very last date, but I am working with Fort Collins Pagan Pride and I am the vendor coordinator. So it's been taking up quite a bit of time of this part of my day that I normally do work for the pagan community. So if you are in the northern Colorado area or anywhere close, come down and see us, come up and see us, whatnot. It'll be a lot of fun. I have almost 30 vendors almost ready. We're in the process of signing up. We're looking for food vendors. It's going to be amazing. So it's very exciting. It is bigger this year. We'll be in Fort Collins City Park, Library Park in downtown. Just kind of we outgrew that space. So we are very excited about that. And it's going to be a great event. So that's in August. It's on August 21st. So come out and see us. But anyways, so let's talk about the full moon. We have the full moon coming tomorrow in Capricorn. It is a super moon, so the moon will be very, very close. You'll see it really, really big. And that is always a beautiful sight to see. I love all of the photos that get posted after a super moon just because the moon is so beautiful. So the Capricorn energy with the full moon really brings on this like deep, fatherly, loving energy. It is like this anchor. So we have the full moon, the goddess, and her abundance, and we have stuff's falling off the shelf in there. Sorry. We have the energy of Capricorn really bringing in this anchoring energy. So you might feel like you're being pulled into two different directions, like this lifting energy and then this grounding energy. But really, it is just this connection between your inner self and the exterior world, between your spiritual self and the other aspects, and really showing us these bonds, these links, this connection that we have with all of these things. You are never just one independent thing in a vacuum. It is always, you're always being pulled in more than one direction. And this anchoring energy is just shows you that like no matter what, you can take that time, you can take that time to ground yourself in a way that's more than just grounding yourself to the earth, but grounding yourself to this celestial heavenly energy and also the earth's energy, and bringing that, kind of like aligning your chakras in a way is another kind of visualization to look at that, but just where you're really finding that alignment between your spiritual self and your deep self and everything in the middle. So this is a great moon for that kind of energy and to help you integrate all of those things so that you can flow and be like feel congruent and not like you have these chops of energy. We also have some interesting things going on with astrology. So you can't see the lines, unfortunately. My printer did not print them out all the way. We have Homer up here, and Homer is that divine energy of creating out of nothing. Just, she takes the chaos and she brings about structure and beauty and life. And so in this chart, we see that she is here on the opposite side and she's like shining her light onto everything else. And if you could see the lines, it actually makes a pentagram like this. So we end up with this little pentagram, which I just found very interesting because we have a lot of those energies that making up this 5-pointed star. So that was just, I like those kind of visual things always fascinate me, just in the energies of the angles. And this is a very spiritual divine angle in itself, the pentagram, and that Fibonacci sequence where we get this spiraling out that also makes the pentagram. Oh, it's just beautiful. I don't know if you could see that, but my paper like magically floated. Anyways, so Homer is really shining this energy on everything, like saying it is time for this grand creation. We also have the North Node really, really active right now because it is conjunct with Uranus. So it is this expanding energy that it is bringing about, like this higher perspective of like, let's look at this and let's expand this energy. It is also, the North Node is also square with Saturn. So it is, asking you to question your growth and the structure that you're creating. And is this good structure for yourself and your community? Are you blending your energy around you effectively? And so we have that question with the North Node. And the North Node is trine to the Moon. So the North Node is conjunct with Uranus, like I said, and then that's trine to the Moon. And so that again is bringing out this. It's like an activating love energy. It is expanding. It is saying, let's expand this self love. We have a lot of that self love notion going on. We also have Neptune square with Venus, which is reminding us to balance our self love with our community love. Do you spend too much time focusing on other people and not enough on yourself, or vice versa? And really finding a blend, a balance within that energy. So the North Node being trine and square and conjunct with all of these other energies is really active. And if you follow other astrologers, you will see a real common theme with everything that's going on astrologically over the last year, 6 months, year. It has just been this like expanding, new, rising, higher level conscious energy. So you see a lot of people talking about spiritual enlightenments, like not just on an individual level, but on a global scale. And so this isn't something that's happening like that. It's like a slow change. So we're really seeing that energy right now has been activated. And this moon specifically is calling out to say, hey, have you found balance and structure and harmony in this new enlightened self that you are being presented with? Now, not everybody is going to take this step. So when we talk about these grand things that happen on like a universal level, um, when we had the Aquarius time, the age of Aquarius, and these kind of energies, we talk about them on a global scale, and we talk about how this energy is really affecting everyone. And then you have people who are like the naysayers who are like, well, that doesn't affect me. If you choose not to participate, commune, blend, bond with it on whatever level you do so, this universal energy, it doesn't affect you. It will just continue on. This is the beauty of free will. One of the amazing things that as humans, as spiritual beings or whatnot, we have the ability of free will. We have the right to choose. We have the ability to choose what energy we blend with, what energy we work with, what we do and do not let into our lives. And so that free will gives you the choice to participate in these spiritual enlightenments that are being presented to us by these universal energies or not. And each person is going to find that in their own way. Now, when it's a big global thing like what we've been having with all of this energy over the last year or so, and just a lot of change and a lot of like bringing corruption to the surface, and a lot of like, hey, let's look at this as a real picture and not like our individual perspectives, but like, hey, here's what's going on. Um, and so we see on a global scale, a lot of people are reaching this enlightened state at different levels of where you are in your practice. And this moon specifically, like I said, is that time to really anchor your own energy. Ask yourself questions like, what is my self-love? What is my self-worth? What am I putting forward into the world? How am I communicating this with other people? Am I showing my true self? Am I being influenced by others? Where do you stand in yourself? And how can you best move forward with that energy from a place of love, from this anchored, safe space? Because that's what Capricorn is presenting us. It is presenting us this very safe space that says, you have a place to be. And now, who are you going to be? What are you going to share out with the world? And And so as we step into this full moon, I encourage people to take that time to ask yourself, do you have balance between your self-love and the love that you share with other people? Do you have a good foundation of a community that you want to move forward with? We really do kind of get into these grooves with our community where we're just doing and being a part of that. And sometimes you have to step back and be like, okay, well, is this something I want to be a part of? Am I creating this good community? I recently, in doing this vendor stuff and working with presenters and whatnot, I was presented with a what I feel like is a challenge. And I was told by a local community member that she doesn't want to participate because, as an African American and a strong Black woman, she doesn't feel that the pagan community is supporting her in that way. And so for me, this was a big reflection, like, how can I be more supportive of minorities in the pagan community? And what can I do to encourage that? And I don't think it was coincidence that it came about with this energy, because it's a reminder as a pagan community leader, what are the things that are important to me to present to the world, and what can I do to help create this community that is inclusive and honest and has good integrity and does the right thing. And that is what this moon is really encouraging us. It is encouraging us to have that integrity, to be strong to ourselves, to present our self-love to the world in a way that helps to encourage those around us. And so, again, I encourage you to really think about your position and who it is that you want to be and who it is you're presenting to the world. And do you have that anchor, that place? Like, find your anchor so that you always feel safe no matter what you're branching out to do. You always have this anchored place. Like, another visualization would be the roots of a tree. And the full moon is the light shining on the tops of the tree, and Capricorn is the roots that reach down deep, and you are that trunk. And so, are you finding that balance? Are you encouraging this true self to come forward? And, as your enlightened being. And if you don't feel confident, you're like, I am not enlightened, I don't have that wisdom. You do. It's the confidence. And so take this time to reflect on that. And where do you feel like you don't have that strength? Where do you feel like you need to empower yourself to do the right thing, to step out, to be the voice, to do it? And so Capricorn will remind us of that. It will remind us, like, what do you need to do to fix the problem? And now we're anchored and we have a good place to begin with. We have this foundation. Now let's build off of it. So I think that's everything. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope that everybody is enjoying their July and this warm weather we're having. It's been very, very hot here locally, like 100 degrees every day. It's miserable. Um, and yeah, so get out, do some gardening. I always encourage that. If you have questions about your herbs or anything like that. Oh, I got a new sage. I can't remember what it's called because it has a weird name. Melicup, Mela something sage. It's really pretty. It's different. It has a really great smell to it. It's very floral. So I can't wait to test that out. Uh, aside from that, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I hope that you enjoy tomorrow's full moon and that you really feel that anchored energy so that it can help to empower you and so that you can grow from this place of self-love. So, as always, many, many blessings to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, I'm always available. You can comment in below or reach out to me on Twitter, Instagram, all of that stuff. Many blessings to you, and I hope you have a great day.